Welcome, Aquarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your July full moon reading in Capricorn on the 13th of this month. This full moon is going to impact you in the deepest sense of your inner resources, your inner wisdom, the lessons that you have learned as an accumulation of your experiences in this life and perhaps from other lives as well. So this full moon is going to have a big impact on your inner world. I want to thank all of you that donate, that like, that subscribe, and comment to my channel. It is so greatly appreciated. And I want to get started, Aquarius, with your overall energy for the second half of July, the time frame of this reading. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is indicating your solid presence, groundedness in your prosperity, in your ability to manifest abundance and to grow things successfully to a point of abundance, prosperity, so that you are in a position of generosity, of being generous, of showing others how it's done, and of being comfortable, secure, and stable with what it is you have created. The immediate past, or the conditions that have prepared you for the second half of July, we have the Emperor, the Ten of Swords, and the Two of Cups. So you are reflecting this power of being in control of your life, of taking control, of being the boss, of knowing exactly what it is you want and how to achieve that. You may be doing that on behalf of many others. You may be responsible for many others, but you have survived a tremendously grueling journey in which you have triumphed despite incalculable odds. The slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, disappointments, failures, and your deep dive into those behaviors, your responsibilities in creating those disappointments, those betrayals, those heartaches you've endured. Out of that sense of healing and the ability to not only identify those things that no longer work for you or are in alignment with what it is you want in your life, you have developed a deepening relationship with yourself and who you are. Your self-knowledge has deepened. You have defined a relationship that is based on a real alignment with your truest self, your truest desires, and a simplicity around being able to express not only who you are, but what your greatest potential is. That is no longer something that is alien, ideal, or abstract for you, but it is concrete. It lives in your heart. And this marriage, this ability to choose yourself among all relationships and circumstances, is a gift of this tremendous healing journey that you have been on, the tremendous hard work, and the outcome of this ability to cut out, literally, those things that are not true for you, no longer true for you, and to stand firmly on your emotional strength, generosity, and flow of self-love, self-respect, self-knowledge. In the present, so we're looking more squarely at the middle of July here. We have the Hangman, the Two of Wands, and the Devil card. You have been forced to pause, to step back, to assess the way in which you once achieved some serious successes by other people's determination. You have been able to do things and accomplish things, but it has been hard going. And you have had to step back from that as you have recognized that your perspective, the way that you think about things, the way that you created your thoughts, built your thoughts, is partly the result. The negative experiences were the result of your former way of thinking, and now your ability to consciously shift your perspective, to recognize the power of your thoughts in gaining what it is you want. You still have opportunities that are part of what many would consider a conventional structure. You still have opportunities to pursue the job, or the material trappings of success are still available to you, based on your ability to agree to fulfill the expectations of others. So this is, you have a ringside seat in someone else's project, someone else's organization that serves everyone without necessarily serving your needs. And you are recognizing that moving forward, you have a choice. You are considering a decision that would allow you to be at the top of a company, for example, that would allow you to be the boss, or a higher up, an executive, a major player in an organization that serves conventionally, or an institution of conventional service, a school, a corporation, a hospital, a bank, and yet you are pausing and contemplating how those opportunities could serve you now that you have worked so hard to unearth and emerge from this series of difficult successes others might see as successes, but you feel have been failures, have not gone well, and have been difficult to pull off. So the recognition that you've received from that is, you feel perhaps the wrong kind of recognition. You have been able to achieve things, but it is the things that you've achieved that you are questioning now. And you're looking to move away from a familiar terrain of activity, or a kind of work that you've done, into something that is expansive and that truly helps you to grow, as you can possibly serve more, serve differently. In the immediate future, in this case, this is towards the end of July, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. This is a very difficult decision-making time for you, as it appears to be for so many at this time. You have been working incredibly hard on yourself. You have never relinquished your responsibility to others through your work, through your home, through whatever collective endeavor you're engaged in. You've continued to work, and you continue to look to elevate the quality of service, product, what it is you do, improve your work in a way that has more meaning and more access, provides more access to more people. But you are now realizing that the goal of your work, the rewards of your efforts, the benefits, what it is you're creating, you're needing and wanting to move in, again, a fresh direction. And as you take that new, fresh direction, that thing that expands you, your creative efforts, your manifestation skills, into new arenas, you are allowing yourself, oh Emperor, oh Knight of Pentacles, not King of Pentacles, you are moving into an area that is going to grow you. that is going to expand your capacity based on this beautiful rootedness you now have in your self-knowledge, in who you are, in your right to be satisfied, your needs to be met. In any work, any effort that you do, you are included in the benefit of this abundance that you are creating. So you are stepping back from your mastery of this kind of work, and you're moving towards, you're opening up towards starting in a new way, moving in a new direction, being inspired to move location, to work for a different kind of company, maybe a startup as opposed to an established institution, so that your options are opening up as you contemplate and reshift your perspective about what it is you are dedicating your hard work towards. I'm going to clarify the Two of Wands in the middle of your spread with the Nine of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So I had seen you here as the King of Pentacles, but as the Knight of Pentacles, that is much more open to your exploration and questing, your research of new ways to build. As you're shifting your perspective, you're getting new opportunities, new plans, access to new strategies, new end goals for what it is you can build and how you can build it. You're looking at other models, but this again comes out of your what you've learned, your ability to release a tremendous amount of extra hard work that you've done. I almost get a picture of you moving against a giant current to accomplish something that is recognized and celebrated by those with whom you are no longer aligned. Those goals are no longer important to you, and your role in creating a success that others are judging successful, you see the amount of damage you have personally had to sustain to accomplish that work, and you're releasing that. And that's part of the shift in perspective you're undergoing, and part of the choice that you are attempting to make, this desire to grow, to expand, to break out of this formidable box that you've been in. So this is also opening you up beyond this desire to grow, which is really strong right now for you, is growing. You are opening up your heart. You're opening up the very source that has given you the knowledge, the motivation, and the inspiration to quest for something different, to look for a different goal, to shift what your goals are, and to recognize that your self-knowledge is providing you with all the information you need, and that emotional information is exactly what has been lacking from your former work life. The ability to allow your feelings to validate your thoughts, to move you in a new direction. And that is your strongest resource at this time. I'm also going to clarify the Ace of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. So we have 3 knights here on the table, which is indicating you're busy researching all the new ways that you can go about your new endeavors. You're looking at new ideas, new inspiration, new people you can connect with, but new ways to work, new ideas about work. And this is all towards the creation of a legacy. And this legacy is something that you participate in, perhaps as part of your cultural heritage, the things that you were valued and important growing up. This may be a material inheritance that you've literally gained through your birth, your family of origin, but it is one that you are participating in as you validate the tools and the basis of who you are. This legacy has produced you to a certain extent, and you are recognizing it as those values and skills, those tools and gifts that you now want to amplify and grow in a collective, so that all the members of this collective are likewise participating in the generation of more and more abundance for more and more people. I am going to finish off this reading, Aquarius, with a botanical inspiration. And I pulled the Clematis. I pulled the same card for perhaps Gemini. The key words are intelligence and mental beauty. Oliver Wendell Holmes said, "Wisdom is the abstract of the past, but beauty is the promise of the future." I'm going to leave it right here, Aquarius, and thank you so much for your love and support and attention. Until next time, namaste.